Hello and welcome. In this recording, I will deploy tpot, a honeypot to monitor attacks from around the world. It is one of the honeypots that I like. Really interesting, and I also like how it shows attacks, being sent from around the world. As you can see here, I deployed this about 3 hours ago, maybe 4 hours, and I have gotten so far almost 9,600 attacks. I deployed this using Microsoft Azure Virtual Machine. The process is easy; it's not going to take long, but I would love to share this with you. So here I go to Microsoft Azure. I will start by creating a virtual machine, and then there I go, creating a new one. I am going to create a new resource group because I want to isolate each resource and its resource group so that it doesn't get complicated. So it's going to be tpot rg new that I'm going to create. Click on OK. This one here is going to be tpot vm new as well, keeping this on the east region, and I need no availability zone as this is a very small project. The security type is going to be left for standard. I am going to utilize Ubuntu Server Gen 1, and here I will switch to password. So my username, probably I am going to create Azure user number dash new. Let's make it simple. 2, and then I will create a new password. So here you go. And then I am going to confirm it. I hope I wrote this, I tapped, matching. So, but anyways, let's give it a shot. Awesome. Seems like it worked. And the image default, I am going to choose 128, just for the sake of giving it more space. We'll go ahead and move to networking. Let me save this here. For networking, something that I really want to do, which is I will delete the public IP and NIC when VM is deleted. This way, I just cover my tracks. I don't get charged for anything that I'm unaware of or have forgotten. So let's go ahead to review and create. And here we are waiting. Okay, validation passed. So create. Let's wait for the creation of the virtual machine, and then we will access its network security group and add a new inbound rule. So one moment, still creating. Tpot. I want tpot dash vm dash new, and there we go. This is the one. So while it is being deployed, I will go to the inbound security rules, and I will add a new rule. And not this one, I do apologize. Here I will change destination to all ranges. Give this a priority of 100, and let's name it danger, allow all. Now, this is not supposed to happen in real life scenarios because you don't want to have all your ports open. Otherwise, you would be in the fray, dealing with so many people from around the world. But anyways, let's add that rule. There we go. That is awesome. Let's just wait and head back to our newly created virtual machine. So it's going to be tpot VM new. The reason I am doing this is because I want to get the public IP address and SSH into it. So that being said, here we go. Let's grab a new tab here. And this time, what we are going to do is, SSH Azure user 2 at the IP address. And let's click on enter. Let's go with yes, we want to connect. And it's going to ask for the password. So we type the password. And here we go. Should grant us access momentarily. That's awesome. Next thing we are going to do is we are going to install the virtual machine, the honeypot into our virtual machine. To do so, let me get back here. I just need to copy this code that I got. And then, here we go, we're gonna run it. So we'll click on, we'll type Y, press enter, and it's gonna take us about, I would say 15 minutes to complete the installation. So I will pause the video and then we'll return once the installation is complete, because we still have two more things to do here before we deploy the VM. So let's just wait for a bit. Okay, here we are back again. And so I have reached at a point where it's asking me to choose my tpot type. For this one here, I am going to select Hive, and it's going to ask for a username and password. For the sake of simplicity and to keep things unified, should not be done, but just saying, I am just going to go with Azure User 2. And is this correct? Yes, it is. So I'll go with yes, and then I will enter the password. So here is my password, and then I will confirm it. And there we go. This is going to take maybe another 10 minutes, but we will stop here for a bit. We will be back, or I will stop here for a bit, and then we'll be back once it is complete. Okay, and so here we are back again. It seems that done. Please reboot and reconnect via SSH on TCP 64295. So I will just type sudo reboot, and it should go through. I will wait for the virtual machine to reboot, and then we will be able to access the honeypot. So here we go. It's gonna be this. My bad. Let me copy the IP address instead of ChatGPT. I need to remember what was the port. It was 64295. So 64295. Probably not gonna start yet, but let's just refresh and wait. Let's just give it another 2 minutes. Refresh, refresh, refresh. And okay, refresh again. Okay. I do apologize, I made a mistake. It should be 297. Okay. 64297. VM is still loading up, so let's again pause here for another second or minute and then get back once it's back up. Okay, and so here we are again. The VM is back up. simply click on advanced and we'll continue to connect to the, to what I created. So remember the username that I created when I was in SSH. That I will do. And here we go. I just deployed this other honeypot, and then if I click on the attack map, here I have the map, the world map, and probably I will be here somewhere in South Carolina for the IP, and then we will see we'll have attacks from all around the world, just like this one here, where I am getting endless attacks. Now I am up to almost 11,500 attacks, and I deployed this about 5 hours ago. So if I give it another day, probably I'll be in the hundreds of thousands attacks. But this concludes creating or deploying this honeypot. So thank you for your time and thank you for watching.